presentation of a gift of an award to a student this evening, the Dr. Nielsen Outstanding Chemistry Student Award. I'd like to tell you a little bit about Dr. Nielsen. He immigrated with his family from Denmark in 1924, and after graduating from high school, he got a job as a laboratory technician at the same DuPont chemical plant where his father was employed. In 1942, he entered the Army and was assigned to the Medical Services Corps as a medical records specialist. When he was discharged in 1946, all the schools in his home region on the East Coast were completely filled. However, he managed to find a vacancy at a small liberal arts college in Fayette, Missouri, called Central College, now CMU. During his time at Central, he was active in several organizations and struck up a friendship with his roommate, Ralph Knowles. Ralph was a pre-dental major, while Chris was a chemistry major. Dr. Nielsen was able to complete his bachelor's degree in chemistry in 3 years. Having some of his GI Bill money available for graduate school, he applied for and was accepted to the doctoral program in chemistry at the University of Illinois, Champaign-Urbana. That was in the fall of 1949, and he completed his PhD in 1953, which incidentally was the same year that Dr. Knowles received his DDS from St. Louis University. Dr. Nielsen was then hired as an associate professor of chemistry at the University of Missouri-Columbia, where he was immediately put to work teaching undergraduate chemistry students. One of his students was a fiery redhead named Barbara Shipley. A few years later, she had the opportunity to work for Doc Nielsen, and their relationship grew, and in 1956 they were married. Dr. Nielsen obtained a research position at Monsanto Chemical Company in St. Louis until an opportunity arose for him to return to then Central Methodist College as chairman of the chemistry department. He and his family remained in Fayette until 1965 when he returned to industry, and he retired from industry in 1982, but went on to do many other things, including teaching at a men's and women's correctional facility, earned his certificate as an EMT1, and become a certified nursing assistant. Unfortunately, Dr. Nielsen passed away in 2009. But as you can see, he was a man of many talents and many interests. But his greatest love was for those around him, especially his family, his friends, his co-workers, and his students. We're here today with the Nielsen family to honor Dr. Nielsen because of the great generosity of his longtime friend and former roommate, Dr. Ralph Knowles. At this time, I'm honored to invite Dr. Knowles, along with Mrs. Nielsen and her family, to the podium for the presentation of this first annual Dr. Niels C. Nielsen Outstanding Chemistry Student Award. If you all would join me at the podium. Because of Dr. Knowles' generosity, we will from here on be able to make an award to our outstanding chemistry student of $1,000. And that student's name will be placed on a perpetual plaque that will be on display in Stedman Hall. This year's recipient is indeed an outstanding chemistry student. He is a great tutor. He is a great person in the lab. Along with, or very similar to Dr. Nielsen, he's got a wide variety of interests. He's an avid photographer, he's a great husband, and he's a great dad. And I'm pleased to announce that this year's awardee is Mr. Brad Dudenhofer. I won't give you the plaque, but I'll let you take your picture with it. Thanks, Brad. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
I'm recording. Sure. Yes.